Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome into the channel. Sorry I haven't been on here in a couple days. It was a Memorial Day weekend and I had a rough day yesterday. I'm thinking it was something I ate, not Rona or the flu, but it was a bad bout of potentially food poisoning. So I'm back with you guys May 31st, Tuesday, last day of May. Tomorrow starts June. And I want to talk about a bunch of stories today. I'm going to make like 3 or 4 videos. But number one, a lot of you sent to me, and some of you have done business with them. Zendaya Kicks in Eugene, Oregon. Is anybody a sneakerhead, sneaker seller? Are you guys familiar with this? Z-A-D-E-H, Zendaya Kicks. Basically went out of business, dissolved the company, owing their customers millions, including some of you resellers who will watch this video. So essentially the way this business operated was, and he's in Eugene, Oregon, which I'll touch on in a second. No coincidence there. You would pre-order shoes from him. Say he'd send an email out saying Travis Scott shoes coming out. They're $200 a pair or whatever. And you're like, okay, I want 10 pairs. Sweet, because you're going to resell them. $2,000. You'd send him a PayPal payment for $2,000 or wire transfer, credit card or whatever. And then when they come out in a couple weeks or a month, and sometimes it could be lag times of 2 or 3 months, you would get them and then you could resell them. Now, the reason is because he would put these above retail, but below what the expected market would say. So let's say that retail was $175. He might sell them for $200. And then you could flip them on the aftermarket for $250, $275, $300, whatever it was, which was kind of weird because nobody else did that. And so that's where I want to touch on the fact that this company is from Eugene, Oregon, the home of the University of Oregon, the Ducks, of course, and of course, Nike, not too far around the corner. This is what's always weird. Do you remember back to the story I did about the young man? He was like 18, 19 years old. He ended up being the son of a Nike executive, and he was using her credit cards and her corporate account to get tons and tons of shoes and was bringing in like 600 grand a month. None of these things that appear out of Oregon or this area are a coincidence. It seems like everything that revolves around the sneaker world in that area, is a scam, is some kind of thing that should not be going on. We talk about that kid from the Nike executive mom. We're talking about Zendaya Kicks, whatever it is. We had the issues where people brought up Chris Lynn and, Daily Refinement, and that he got suspended on eBay, and people were saying he was selling fake shoes, but it wasn't fake shoes, guys. His stuff was authentic. There were other reasons that those shoes were not okay for him to be selling, and it's no coincidence that they were coming from an area around that type of stuff. It's just everybody who seems to be selling tons and tons of these shoes and making money always have a thing, right? Does that make sense? They always have a way. It's just not going out and buying and selling. It's just not that easy. Stores don't allow that. Companies don't allow that. There's no need for that. And so every time I see one of these stories, it never surprises me. Oh, it was out of Oregon. Oh, it was out of Southern California. Oh, it was out of Northern California. Oh, it was out of wherever. It's just never a shocker. You don't ever hear about these stories in Connecticut or in North Carolina, right? No, you hear about them over there because there's something going on. There's shady employees. There's shady company people. There's just all kinds of crap going on. And now this company, Zendaya Kicks, owes their customers millions of dollars because they took all these pre-orders and they never fulfilled the shoes. In fact, their company owner asked them to dissolve the company and still had an email out to take orders. Just collecting money and never delivering shoes. Why would you do business that way? Why would anyone do business that way? When I'm buying something from you, you're going to show me what I'm buying and have it in hand and send it to me. Pre-order. If I'm pre-ordering, I'll pre-order from Sony or Microsoft, not from Z Kicks down in Eugene. Yeah, you can forget that crap. Or I'm ordering on my credit card so I can charge it back immediately, and I'm not waiting 3 months. Anyways, let's go over and check out the story, and then you guys leave in the comment section below what you think about all this sneaker stuff and sneakerhead and scams and suspensions and all this crap coming out of that area. Let's thank the sponsor of our channel in today's video, List Perfectly, the best and fastest cross-listing tool for resellers. They'll help you get your inventory in front of 12 platforms in just minutes, including eBay, Etsy, Poshmark, Shopify, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, and many others. Thank List Perfectly for the time and effort they've put into bringing you this amazing tool. Save 30% on your first month or upgrading a month with List Perfectly using discount code ROCKSTARLP. I'll put it down in the description box. They do an amazing job. They have an amazing team, and we want to thank List Perfectly for being a sponsor of the Rockstarflipper YouTube channel. Okay, here's the story out of Oregon Live on the business section. Eugene Zendaya Kicks dissolves company owing millions to customers as the FBI investigates. The whole FBI in on this. Jeff Manning from the Oregon Live. A large sneaker reseller in Eugene has collapsed, owing millions of dollars to customers. The Lane County Circuit Court judge shut down Zendaya Kicks on May the 19th and installed a receiver to take charge of the company's remains. Court documents and Eugene police officials said the FBI has launched a criminal investigation trying to figure out what happened to the enormous sum of customers' money that has gone missing. I'll tell you what happened. The guy that owns the place took the money and ran. This is the same story we see over and over again. Neither court records or the receiver said exactly how much money the customer owes its customers and the company owes its customers and vendors. Their founder is Michael Malekzada, called the Eugene Police Department asking for police protection. He actually called them asking for protection. He said he's afraid for the safety of his family after a number of furious customers showed up to their warehouse in an industrial section of West Eugene demanding their money back. Well, no crap, you ding-dong. You took their money and now you're scared. Well, you should be scared. You can't steal millions of dollars from customers and vendors and not expect them to be angry about it. Now, I know violence is not the way. Don't show up. You can't do something illegal, but they are welcome to show up to his business location and ask where their money is. Absolutely. It says the police say he called help 4 times, and one time there was a report of shots fired. Who knows if that was a coincidence or what happened. And they also refer any inquiries to the FBI, saying it's their case. They call him a sneaker reseller, niche of sneaker industry middleman. Their collapse generated a huge outcry on social media. Customers lamented they were out thousands of dollars, and pictures of his children and house in Southwest Eugene appeared on the web. That's not okay. Don't post people's personal stuff. Go the correct route. Take them to court. Take them to the FBI. Do what you have to do. Your credit cards, your PayPal. Don't go after their kids. That's not cool. It's not a government agency or creditor that requested the receivership. He, the owner, actually asked the court to dissolve his company and appoint a third party to take charge. It's unquestionable they're insolvent. They owe way more than they have. Obviously, he took the money. He spent the money. I guarantee you, if you pull his accounting and his financials and his bank accounts, his cars, his houses, his jewelries, I guarantee he spent all of the money. Now, there's another story over here where it says the same story mysteriously offered hot shoes at low prices. Yeah, because it was a Ponzi scheme. He was never going to get those shoes, a lot of them, and he knew that. So he took the money. He built up a huge database of customers. Many paid way ahead of time to pre-order, but he was unable to meet its debts and became due in an ordinary course of business. Customers scrambling to get their money back. Customers who said they were out as much as $100,000 showed their receipts on social media. People talking about it, in Twitter tweets. And then they talk about he had 111,000 Instagram followers. If he had shoes, they could be sold to pay back customers. I guarantee you he didn't have that much. He may have had some. Popular shoes offered in the last emails include the Travis Scott X, Air Jordan, Cactus Jack, Yeezys, and Supreme X, Nike SB Blazer mid purples. There was no warning anything was coming other than a strange silence. Duh. Zendaya Kicks would sometimes send emails to its customer list for 3 straight days, and a week would never go by without an email, but the last email they sent was on April 25th. Just the week before, the company offered an Easter sale of up to 40% off that likely put more money into the company coffers for shoes that were never delivered, and then they stopped taking orders on April 29th. The last email on April 25th, it was an Easter sale, and on the 29th, they stopped taking orders, probably because he realized he was in big crap. It's not known how he got access to his shoes, but he's from Eugene, Oregon, home of the University of Oregon, the preferred school of Nike. Imagine that. And then they talk about Joe Herbert, who was the son of the Nike executive. His mother had to resign from her position of vice president and general manager for Nike North America as a result of the revelation. We know all this. All these people are just up to no good. And then you go down here. His business was established in 2013, but abruptly ceased its operations. So most likely he ran legitimate business for years, but then probably what happened was, here's a victim out $77,000, just, PayPal fees. Probably what happened was he got in over his head, decided to just hurry up and punch through a bunch of orders, collect up all this money, and then just run. When the end is coming and the cards are collapsing, you put out a bunch of orders, you collect a bunch of money, even though you've done business, good business for a long time, and then you just end your company. You're done. You collect up hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, and just decide like, I'm going to take it and run. I'm going to take the money and dip. So that seems to be, in my opinion, what may have happened, but we'll have to wait and see how it plays out. Anyways, again, use the comment section. Let's hear what you have to say about this. Or if you were a victim or ever did business with them, bought or sold shoes with them, let us know down in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. And with that, I'll leave it to you guys and the comment section to read in a little while, and I'll respond to as many as I can. Thank you guys. As always, hit that like button and subscribe for more news stories in reselling, world, finance, business, and entrepreneurship. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.